So this here is just another warning of these Swiss terrorists, and as the arrest of the anti-terrorist squad was, and they did even worse things, they did, the Swiss. It's really murder incorporated, it is. A warning. And the murder threats I'm receiving of the Swiss police and the Swiss Justice Department. What will happen next? So together with the cat, what they chopped off his leg. Here was another warning they gave me last year. This was from the biggest Swiss newspaper. The article about how they arrested me with an anti-terrorist squad. They put 3 guns on my head. They put a bandage over my head, as in a rendition of the CIA like. There were armed men all over the place, shouts, threats, handcuffs, foot cuffs, and later on they threatened I got murder threats, you know, so that I shouldn't talk about Switzerland on the internet. And they did far more worse, which I'm going to tell you about in the next vid. I don't know what they're going to do next, but they're apparently going to make true their threats and trying to do what they said. Well, this is Switzerland. For no reason at all. There was a cop who hit me for no reason at all. So I put them on the internet, and then they sent an anti-terrorist squad. That's what they did. There was a warning. You can read all about it here. This was in the biggest Swiss newspaper. Okay. So here we are in the walk where the Laura Bush family is from Gravenried. So somewhere, and here we see the sun hieroglyph, so that's down here in the village. Even in the old houses, so here are the descendants of the pharaohs. And up there somewhere, we see a lot of chemtrails there, is the castle. Of course, a lion here on the hotel, the symbol of the aristocracy and the pharaonic dignity, where of course the descendants of they're sort of a pyramid, descendants of the aristocracy lived down here, and you know, Nazi-like writings here. And here is another sun hieroglyph. I used to know some people here. There was an American living here. And here another sort of Nazi-like symbol with the Swiss Templars cross in the middle. There you can see on the Swiss car, everywhere Swiss is putting up the their Templars flag. And here again, that's hotel. And here the lion, symbol of the aristocracy, has a coat of arms. And here we're going up here. And there's that castle of with the Bush legacy, Laura Bush, and also related to some senators and where the American embassy went to. And there's the town of Warp. Some rich Swiss, fancy cars. And the sphere just in front of the United Nations in New York, the Vatican. Spheres. It's probably the world domination. So there's the name of the place, Warp. And here's a Schloss, it means castle. And there the ancestors of the ones in the White House in America. And maybe also the Obama fella. It's all Swiss related. So there's the world domination. Of course it's all pharaonic next to the castle. And you're going up to the castle. There's the castle, the Swiss-American castle. Oh, there it is. Apparently they get a lot of visitors from the US, of the descendants of the ones who are ruling the US in all key positions. There's the sun hieroglyph, of course pharaohs, they're here. As the pharaohs became the aristocracy, and they're still here. Now they're the Freemasons, just hiding away from us. And this is also related to the descendants of Senator Charles Robb, who is again related to President Johnson, and of course the ancestors of First Lady Laura Bush with that Swiss look. Here's another sun hieroglyph, and here's another one. So actually here is the origin of the Patriot Act in Switzerland, because this is typical Swiss style. Total dictatorship. They have done the same thing in Europe already, and now they're going to do it in the US, already doing it. And there, you're from here, from Warp, which is not very far from Thun, where I was in the newspapers, you can see the Alps. Yeah, so this is, there's some more there. This is March 2015. So there's the Alps. That's where they rule humanity from. Oh yes. And that's of course the grain. That means our seed is here, the pharaohs are here, our descendants are here. And there too the grail, meaning our blood is here, our genetics are here, and how we rule the US. And this is where the US embassy went to. That looks octagonal maybe. It's always the outlook post octagonal, I'm not really sure. So up there's the castle, and I'll show you the Skull and Bones signs I saw here. This is where Skull and Bones is from originally. It's all Templar stuff in Switzerland. The Skull of Death, it was a death order. An order of death, bringing death to others. Just like the Nazi Templars. It's still the same thing, huh? So, it's another Swiss, they're always nosy, want to know everything. So there's Warp Castle, Laura Bush, Charles Robb. Definitely octagonal. I mean, that's the outlook post, the military wing, looking out. Who's coming in, who's getting out, who's not getting out anymore. Creepy stuff here. So I see a little path here. Oh, let's go in there. Old American car. Don't know what it is. Rich Swiss. The entrance to the castle. So before you come in, you know, there's everywhere le fleur de lis, the symbol of the aristocracy, just as on the White House, as I told you before, which is the Nile lily, but it's also the Holy Trinity for the pharaohs, like Horus, Isis, Horus and Seth. And the big one, of course, is Seth, the Lord of Darkness, with his two pupils, and very much related to the Horus Matrix. So there's the octagon. It's not a coincidence, you know. And oh, look at that hand. Freemasonry, you see? And the shell. It's all occult stuff. They're the ones ruling the US with the crown, I think, on it. Pharaoh. And around the corner on the right hand side is the skull and bones side. Oh, I'll come back another time. That's interesting. I get the same thing, you know, of the police, you know, like registered mail. So it's interesting why they get it, you know. Afterwards they can probably send it to their Freemason brothers, and so they put it in a dark cupboard and never hear anything of it again. Probably about child molesting, something like that. Oh, what do you know? It says there was an exposition, burn in USA. Burn in the White House, you mean? That was 1991. Well, that's the first Gulf War. Why do you even put it here? Oh, let's ring the bell. Probably not gonna like that. Ah, look. There you go. Come on, mistress. English?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to shout, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the door is going open automatically. Wow. She just pushed the button.
Relatives here?
No.
Oh, you just came by yourself.
But I know my ancestors came from, you know, from Egypt, you know. The pharaohs, you know. So I know a little bit, you know.
How long are you staying in Switzerland?
Just after I go to Interlaken.
Yeah,
Yes.
everybody goes to Interlaken.
So, you know, as a pharaoh, you know, I know I don't belong to the commoners, you know. You know what I mean?
No, but it interests me because, yes, they are still the Grafenried in Bern.
Yes.
Quite a big family.
Well, I don't think they've got time for me because I'm very distant, mixed, you know. And
Yes, good. Take your photos, I
yeah.
get dressed.
Thank you very much.
Because I have an appointment that
Yes.
has to go.
Thank you, my lady.
Bye-bye.
So, where was it? There was a scar. They took it away. It's not here anymore. So, I don't know what that is. So I rang the bell, and oh, that's Isis, of course. 1273. Switzerland was founded in 1291, so they were just before that. They were here during the Crusades. There's the sun hieroglyph, of course. Yeah, the airplane. I'm not sure if I can see that. Oh. Some funny symbols here. Let's have a look where the interesting table. I wonder what they did there. Yeah. So the hand, that's the hidden hand, you know, that's what the Freemasons always stuff under their jacket, you know, like Napoleon. It appears to be the right hand. The right hand, that's the hand with which you kill or with which you do things, you know. So that makes sense. That means you hide what you're going to do. You just smile to the people, you know, like the Freemasons, like in the White House. And just by surprise, you say, cuckoo, now you're gone. But damn, I don't see that skull and bones anymore. I think they took it off. 1699, another part. Oh, look at it. Oh, no. Oh, look at the child molester. You know, here it is. The thing I put on the internet. Look, the torturing the child. Yeah, look at it, the Swiss child molesters. This is what I already put on the internet, you know. Look at it, you know. That's what they do. The Masons and the Pharaohs and the aristocracy and all that. They do child molesting, torturing the child. This is what I told you in the O2T, the torture method, you know, to lift the soul out. And here it is, you know, it's all rusty. I mean, it's so obvious. You can all see it, you know. They sort of don't even, they say, well, no, you know. So obvious. Where's the other geezer? Poor child, poor thing. I fear they did the same sort of things with my son. You know, sitting on a throne. Look, the king, the Lord is sitting here, and the Swiss octagon, look, they're doing it, killing the people, you know, and torturing them. Look, and there's another body of another child lying here. Oh my God, look at it. They don't even hide it, you know. And see that they took away the skull. I wonder where this is going up. Oh. I just told her I'm from the bloodline, you know. What does it say? Some Latin. Naman Daini Gloriam. Well, that's some Templar stuff. Roris. Chains. And what did they do with the skull? Huh, that's an old door. Living at number 3, the Holy Trinity. There's the pyramid. They took the skull away. I was here once, I don't know, maybe 8 years back, and there was this skull and bones, and it's gone. What's the flag saying? I don't see it with the sun. It's got a V in it, of course. Who's in the coffin? Sarcophages. So, in the meantime, they took the skull away. Maybe I still have a picture of it. I think, yes, I'm quite sure I took a picture. Let's see if I can find that still for you. Rings, we always find them, it's a sort of a sunny hieroglyph. You remember that castle in France, and they always show that. they are the Alps. You know, this is where they are hiding away after the Crusades, and this is where the pharaohs came to. You know, who can come here? You know, it's so bad that the skull has gone. So this is right around from where we're living, actually. It's a 10-minute drive. So I'm sorry, folks. I'll go down my ancestral staircase. I presented it to the lady. Oh yeah, look at that. There's an animal there. But at least I found that. I didn't see that the other time. Oh. Well, you only see things if you're standing like up somewhere. It looks like a wolf, but I suppose it's the bear, John's bear. So this is the land of the bear. It's a bear. And there's an axe here. And, well, sorry folks, I looked about at least 3 or 4 times, and I didn't see the skull and bones anymore. They really took it off. Maybe because of me. And I think it was here somewhere on the wall. So the lady said I can switch the thing here, and the door goes open. Is it going to open? I don't know. I think you push something. Oh, there's probably this one here. 2FL, 1FL. What does that mean? Oh, there it goes. See, like in a James Bond movie. In the Alps, where the snow is. Oh. So how much time do I have? Hey. You see there's a little obelisk on top as well. Oh. Let's be quick now. So I have to go through all my photographs and find that skull and bones. So let's have a look from the other side. So I wonder how deep the pond is here. Next to a castle there's always a sort of a pond, you know. Must be for Isis. And the obelisk is for Horus. So here's another way going down here. Let's have a look here. So then again, here's the castle. And the magic pond. Old roots going down here. Old stones. They're smart fellas, you know, they're always sitting next to where the water is. And the lady passed by with her BMW convertible. I bowed to her, you know, put one arm like this, like, you know, on my chest here, and bowed. So this is apparently the new castle. Have a look. Oh, it looks pretty close. Let's put the camera over there, have a look. Oh, see anything? Oh, I don't. Nothing. Horses. Look, in every village, the Swiss have a shooting range everywhere. I don't think they do anything, you know, to protect the people, just as they had children slaves here until 1989. And nobody stood up to save one of those poor children. And they sterilized by force until 1996. And nobody ever stood up for them. So what's the use of it? Run, you Swiss. We'll get you. Oh, there's the other castle. I suppose the old ladies, you know, they're living like there. Here they're living here with their families. Let's have a look what they do when I just walk in here. Yeah, oh, there's the castle. Neuschloss, you see? That means Newcastle. Like in England, Newcastle. Another Newcastle. Oh. So, is there a bell to ring like the other one? It was a double gate. One for the parking lot. And already all the spears on top of it, like entering Zulu country. Zulu time, you know. So there's the, of course, the world domination. I don't see anything. The world domination, that means we are here. There's the joining on the door. Joining, I don't see anything more here. A crown. And some more stuff there. Can't see it with the sun in my eyes. So that's the Newcastle. Neuschloss. That's where they're living with their families today. So, another electric door, probably. And the big part is of course behind. There's the other side of the Neuschloss. Wouldn't be surprised that descendants are living here as well, you know. The ones who are more like distant. Like me, of course, I'm a distant relative, you know, like from New Bern. And, oh yeah. You know, there's the grail on it, with the grain on top of the building, so you can't miss it, the grain there. That means our descendants, our grains are here, with our blood is here with the grain. I showed them many times already. So, these are our rulers. And they rule the White House, as you saw in my other movie about Laura Bush. So, hello, you speak English?
A little bit.
Ah, are you opening up? Can I have a look there?
No,
Huh?
it's private.
I'm a descendant from America, you know,
Yeah.
distant, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. But no,
Are you afraid?
I'm afraid.
Yes. Are they gonna hit you when you let me in?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh dear, oh
No.
dear.
This woman
Yes?
is really, it's private.
Dangerous,
Yeah,
dangerous.
dangerous.
Oh man.
For me.
Yeah. These are the Freemasons, you know.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
No, it's,
Okay.
sorry.
I don't want to give you any problems, you know.
Yeah. When was I say, come on, come in, and no
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
But you're just a servant
Yeah.
of the aristocracy of the king.
Yeah. And you? Where are you from?
Well, I'm a descendant from here, you know, but well, that's a long story. Do you know any secrets? Do they kill children here, or
No.
Huh?
No.
in the other castle? I saw how there was a shield in metal,
Mhm.
how they kill children and how they child molesters, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pedophiles, you know.
Ah, okay.
They show it.
Mhm.
I mean, the aristocracy was always doing this, you know. Can I see it? A bit to the side, then there's the or a bit here, there. Yeah, that's excellent. So about the noblesse.
Okay.
Yeah?
Noblesse.
Wait a minute. When it says ping, I'm on.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I'll let
okay.
you go, man. And of course, through this castle and the nobility, the pharaohs, through the prime noctis, or the first rite. The entire population here, they have more or less, in Switzerland more than less, the pharaonic genetics. And the ones who have very little of it, you know, they can farm the land and get brown, as the other one said, you know. Not as these vampires, die noble blesse, the white nobility. So true. Excellent. And of course, the ones who got a little bit more, like 50%, they can be the police and the knights, and the ones maybe 70%, they can be the low nobility, and so forth and so on. And in Switzerland, the rate, you know, the percentage of pharaonic genetics in the blood, because of these guys here, is very, very high. And that's why they are entitled to rule America in Washington. And they do, believe me. Absolutely. They're smiling to you, as the Swiss do. And in Washington, you know, in your face, smiling through their teeth. And when you don't look, as we saw on that rusted shield, they rape your children and do some sacrifice with them. Typical Switzerland. Yeah. And this is actually the reason why Freemasons won all key positions in the world. They actually still do child sacrifices today. Because of these guys here, the aristocracy, and they are pharaohs. And the pharaohs already in the Bible, they were the bad ones, and they still are. And this is their base, you know. This is their base. Octagon in the Alps. There the Alps, Octagon. It's all over, there too. All Alps. The castle, and there's the town of Wop. That's where the commoners live, with a high percentage of pharaonic genetics. The Swiss caves, Nazi gold, all crimes against humanity. And these ones here, they rule the US, that's for sure. The castle in the Alps, on top of the world, literally. Swiss servants, Satan's seed. Laura Bush's, her castle, and President Johnson and Senator Robs. The world is being dominated by Octagon. The Octagon in Octagon, in Bern, Switzerland, the home of the devil. The base of the Nazis.
Hey, das gehört dazu.
Du musst nicht weiter belästigen, geht
Aber
jetzt?
die Jacke mir vorzeigen.
Geht jetzt?
Los.
Du soll meine Frau
Ja, ich
anrufen.
kann hier warten auf euch. Er ist jetzt schon mit der Videokamera, wo ich
So, alle fort jetzt? Ja, fort.
Gut. Also der Hauseigentümer
Ja, geht.
kommt hierher.
Ja, ist gut, geht jetzt.
Ja, ja, das gehört nicht näher.
Ja, ja, verschwind. Verschwind jetzt. Alle Schweizer weg. Hopp.
Ja, alle Schweizer weg.
Was willst du noch sagen? Was willst du sagen? Hä? Was willst du noch sagen?
Gar nicht, das ist alles
Ja, gar nicht
Sag es denn.
sind alle Schweizer weg, habe
Ja,
ich gesagt.
verschwind jetzt.
Gleichfalls. Das ist gut, ja.
Was bin ich, was mache ich?
Sie sind nicht als Mieter hier.
Ja, und?
Ja.
Und weiter?
Und wenn Sie Probleme machen, fliegen Sie.
Ich mache keine Probleme.
Mal.
Er sind hier 3 kleine Kinder und er wird hier nicht gefeilt und geschweißt. Haben Sie das verstanden?
Die Kinder müssen
Die
ja
haben
nicht
Ferien.
rauskommen.
Die können aus der Tür.
Also-
Das ist die Haustür.
Ich
Sie meinen, unsere Kinder dürfen nicht raus.
mach jetzt das weg.
So this is the guy.
Hier mit seiner Scheisskamera.
So he just hit me and they're hoping I will hit them back, but I won't. Because the Swiss always right. Then they come with the police and then they say the foreigner was aggressive. Well, you just all saw that I'm not aggressive. And he starts swearing. He starts to swear himself, to force himself inside the door, and he's telling us we cannot come out of the door. Look, and this is his car. This is his car number. This is Switzerland. Look at them. They're hoping I will hit them back, but I won't. I won't. There's another one. Look, they're getting organized. Look at it. Look.
Aber das brauche ich
Everywhere.
also nicht hier. Schau, dass der da hinten nie mehr rauskommt.
Everywhere, look at it.
Und sonst hat er Probleme.
He's threatening with problems. Did you hear this?
Was er sagt.
Look at it. Well, I better go in.
Also ist gut.
Well, I've got you on camera, mate. You're on camera. So in Switzerland, they just come and ring at the door and they just hit you one. I didn't even go out of the door. And if you hit them back, they call up the police, you know? They just call up the police. They're very organized. So I must just accept it. And another aggression, and another one, and another one, and another one. Going on for 16 years, you know? So now the cops probably coming. Because I didn't do anything. I'm not allowed to tell you why, because of the Swiss censorship and the Swiss terror, but you can find out why people are getting so depressed that they just have to jump down. Yeah. So here you can see the sun hieroglyphics, or the sun hieroglyph. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So this is on every bridge here in Switzerland, you know. Before you jump, please call this number. The helping hand. Oh, you know. It says if things are getting difficult, shall I jump or shall I not jump? You know. Well, there it is. Shall I fucking jump? Or shall I do it another day? Maybe get a beer first. You know. This bridge too. Everywhere there's signs here. A lot of people splash down here. Well, it's not the rich bankers that jump, eh?